going to be chatting with Asha, the business queen. I should say the biz queen. We went over a lot of information last time that added some values to our listeners and viewers, and we're going to just basically take this second step and add some more value to you, the listener, usually, or the viewer, who is an entrepreneur who's really trying to take it to the next step, and that's actually what Asha really specializes in. Hey, Asha, nice to be. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. Let's do this.
Let's do this really quickly for the people who weren't here, and if you weren't, not good. Anyway, why don't you give an outline about who you are? And probably people already know who you are. You know, you're a lawyer. You have your master's. You've written a book with Brian Tracy. You've spoken at Harvard, spoken at Yale. You have a bunch of accolades. But go ahead, tell us a little bit about you real quickly.
Thank you so much. Yes. I had the pleasure to be recognized by Forbes magazine as one of the top business mentors in US, and I have 17 years plus of being internationally renowned business executive leadership and high performance mentor, consultant, corporate trainer, especially in branding and sales and marketing. Best-selling author, as you mentioned too, and really my clients increase their focus on increasing their profits, performance, and sales, right? So my business growth model is perfectly positioned so you, the business owner, can actually create your own multi-million-dollar business that feeds your passion to achieve not only personal, financial, but also professional freedom. So it's perfect for multiple 7, 6, and 8-figure entrepreneurs and companies who seek better revenue systems for more predictability, profitability, and scalability in any economy. Thank you so much. And to check me out, let's go to acceleratedprofitsmasters.com and I'll see you there.
Nice. I like that. Thank you very much. So, this is the second in a series of 4. You've been nice enough to do 4 of these with us. Obviously, we're reimagining, if you will, our new podcast. We're going to be going over, which is a huge deal to have you. I totally appreciate you being here. So, obviously, we talked last week about a number of things that can really help a business owner to scale, to go really to the next level. Let's say they're grossing $1 million and they want to go to 3 million. But why don't we just give a quick review, maybe take a minute, maybe 2 minutes, give a quick review about what we talked about last week.
Just 30 seconds. How about that?
I like it.
Because we want people to actually go and dive into the episode number 1, so they can experience fully what we talked about, right? But little teaser, guys. So we talked about marketing dominating position, how to do it, what does it mean, because why it's beneficial for you, because your clients will know why they should choose you over your competitors, what's different about you, and your monetary value from that. That's exactly how my clients increase their profitability, not only revenue, from 50 to 70%. So just so you know, okay? So number 1. And number 2, we also touched a little bit upon how to attract great leads, quality leads to our business, number 1, but also in equally important step, which is lead conversion optimization, right? So how to really increase your optimization from 30, 40, 50 and going, right? So if you want to know how, go to the first episode and enjoy.
I love it. Thank you very much. That's a good little tease. So let's get right into the second episode, the second show. So what's kind of the next logical step for an entrepreneur who really, let's say they're taking exactly what you said in the first show to heart. Now they want to, again, take it to the next level. What do you say now?
Fantastic. So let's say get this a little bit deeper, right? So let's say I would like you to think, we all have our services, offers, and we want our clients to just open the door or the gate and a flood of new clients will come, right? And that's fantastic. But think about this. What is your compelling offer, right? So it's not about your service, by the way. It's not about your product. No, It's actually what would be for you. Ask yourself, what will be for you the compelling offer that you are crafting when you're talking about this to your clients. And I guarantee you, it will have nothing to do with you. You know, it's going to be something when you're crafting it, it has to be something how you're going to change their lives, right? Number one. Number two, what will be your incentive to this offer as well? So compelling offer, it's type of the offer that they can't refuse. Do you guys remember it was, what was it, the Godfather, right? The offer they can't refuse.
They can't
Exactly.
refuse. Yeah.
That's it. What is the offer that you have for your clients that they just can't refuse? What will be no-brainer for them? That they happy to give you the money, they happy to sign up, and they're grateful for it, and they appreciate it. What is it for you, right? So this is very important. So what are your incentives? And I'm going to tell you why. Because most of our offers, services, and whatnot will attract the 3% in the pyramid of clients out of 100% that they're ready to buy. They did the research, they know what they want, they're ready to buy. And this is the issue. Most businesses are going for the 3%. And there's nothing wrong. Obviously, we all want the 3% hot ones, right? But now think about this. When your compelling offer, where your incentive can actually go into the 97% that no one else is interested in yet, right? Because they maybe are not ready to buy. They're not ready to jump and take the steps and get the leap of faith, right? Those people are the ones we really want. You know why? Because if we appeal to the vast majority of clients and we build the truth, we establish the expertise whenever they're ready to buy, and that can be tomorrow. If you have a right incentive, if your compelling offer, it's really, something that they can't just say no to. Your value proposition can be so strong, they might be ready to buy tomorrow. And guess what? They're not going to do a research in between you and 10 others of your competitor. No, because you got them in this point where they first and foremost wanted to establish the deal with you, and they trust your expertise, and you have exactly what they're looking for. Did that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. And let me answer for us at vastsolutionsgroup.com. Our situation is we've kind of grown. We've been around since 1969, so we've grown. Yeah. And so now we might even have too many services, but our core service, everything we do really is tied to lowering taxes legally, ethically, and morally. So that's our real offer, if you will. That's where we've built a moat around ourselves. And then at the same time, what I would say the too good to be true for us is on our website at vastsolutionsgroup.com, we have our products page, our store, where people can go, and we have a lot of content for very discounted prices and sometimes for free. And so that's what I would say is like the too good to be true offer that we provide. But anyway, hopefully that kind of gives you some context as it relates to us, and maybe you could use that as kind of a springboard or example for some of your engagements.
I love it. Yeah. So guys, did you hear exactly what he said and how he described his compelling offer? So I want you to really think about this before you come to me and schedule a call with me at acceleratedprofitsmasters.com. To what is your compelling offer? Is it compelling enough, right? And I want you to think about one thing, because everything what we have to do is really like a risk reversal, risk mitigation. Clients will look for something that can lower their risk, right? And if we are the answer to it, if our solution and the way how we conduct business and relationships with them will really lower the risk, lower their gates, so to speak, that they put up always before the sale, because it's normal human thing. That's exactly how our offer can be compelling. That makes sense?
Yeah. So let me ask this. So we offer, and or we used to, I think we're going to start it again. We offer a guarantee of our services. And basically, to summarize, it's, if we can't lower your tax liability and you spend an hour with you, you get a gift certificate of 250, or no, sorry, a check for $250 from us. To me, that's kind of too good to be true. But then again, it's true. I mean, we know we can lower clients' tax liability. So what are your thoughts on that? You think that's a good idea as a strategy for helping?
Yes, I think it is because we want to overwhelm clients too with how good we are. Because I really love when people think she or he is too good to be true, or this is. But let me try, But then think about this: when they actually see the proof that it is true, exactly, they deliver on their promise. That's exactly when you gaining a client that it's not only successful getting results, but it's also appreciative, grateful, and that's what gives you a lot of referrals. So it's exactly what we want, right?
Yeah, referral. As we talked about in the last show, referrals is how we've built our business since 1969 here at vastsolutionsgroup.com. But really, and what happens is that's cheap advertising, because if we take care of the client, usually they'll tell their buddies. Therefore, refer them. We'll have a higher close rate or conversion rate, which you said was so important. And then hopefully they can be a client for life because they came in via referral based on good service.
Absolutely. And that's the biggest bond, right? Because the higher loyalty will be there. They don't have who are you, right? They already did research about you. They already know who you are. They already heard a good story from someone they trust. They know and trust. And they've done for you because you've done a great job to retain the client, to deliver on your promise. So they are phenomenal already with being your advocates. This is what we want. Have our clients, have our, everyone around us to become our advocates and say, wow, this is the business I want to always have around, right? Like, just to tell you, my clients are with me for many, many years. And why? It's not that we are just working on one business. Sometimes they have multiple businesses. They build, scale and sell the business, and then we start with new ones, or they have multiple. And we always optimizing. And the higher we go, the more interesting it takes, because you think that, oh, I've already done all the steps that I supposed to. Well, how about the nuances? And that's exactly where the brilliance is coming. That's exactly how we bridge into multiple 7 and 8 figures.
And you do. So, by the way, I shouldn't kind of divert a little bit, but I'm going to. What's for you? What's your kind of your avatar? What type of client are you looking for? Because again, I'm going to assume we have some of those people in our database. People are going to be watching and hearing this. But what is your perfect avatar?
So my favorite ideal client is definitely someone that wants to. Let me just say this. This could be a client that is B2C or B2B, doesn't really matter, can be global or local, right?
Okay.
That their focus is to, again, increase their profits, performance, and sales. Performance of their employees, their team members, their own performance, and sales, obviously, because sales are necessary to also increase our profits, right? Now, that could be, just to give you examples, as I was an attorney, so my first clients were all professionals, right? So attorneys, salespeople, doctors, physicians, chiropractors, and those can be sole practitioners, or they have businesses already much bigger, but also constructors, plumbing companies, medical spas, acupuncture, hotels, corporations, right? So, and companies that, let's say, already have sales teams in place. So I can go in and see what's happening and how to hire and train these people. So not only they have the financial and business acumen, but they will be a great representative for your business and increase your conversion rate.
Oh, look at you. So, wow, you do a lot of things. So you even work
Yeah.
on, scaling, trying to get in more employees into the enterprise, et cetera. So you do a lot more than I was expecting. So,
Absolutely. Yes,
well,
see,
we could
I
take,
knew I'm going to surprise you.
yeah, we could take months talking about you. Here we only have, a series of 4 different shows, but, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Why don't we get ready to, as I mentioned before, land this plane? So what's one thing we haven't talked about in the second segment, the second show, that you think you can add value when you're talking to someone who's trying to scale? What's the one thing you haven't talked about thus far in the first show or now in the second show?
Okay, so I'm going to surprise you again.
Please do. I like it.
Yeah, and it's really, how we in 3 minutes or less. Again, that's what surprised you. We can increase. I can show someone how to increase their profitability, right? Or double their profitability in a few minutes. But those are things sometimes the business owners are not open to, or they don't think, or it's such a low hanging fruit that we're taking for granted. So the last thing that I'm going to share today, but I think it's one of the most powerful things, are I want you to think about who are your allies? What type of businesses are your allies in your own business, right?
In our
And
own business? Wait. In our own business, or you mean centers of influence, basically, outside
centers
of our own
of
business?
influence, but let's say in your own business too. So allies, I mean, let's say for me as a business mentor, my allies could be business attorneys.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, totally. Yep.
Or companies like yours will be my absolutely favorite allies because we offer completely a different services to our clientele, but we both are like a board of directors for them, right? That can exponentially help their growth, their business growth, profitability, and revenue as well, right? So that's what I'm talking about. I want you to make a list of all your alliances and all joint ventures, all possibilities, right? So why is so important? Because the same like referrals, your allies and joint ventures can really make a huge difference with your clientele, right? So you can be like a no-brainer next choice for them because
Yep.
they already know exactly, okay, let's say my client is coming to me and I see, okay, what's your legal entity, right? Okay, you don't have LLC yet, or maybe you don't have certain things put in place. Okay, I know exactly who you need to connect with, and please talk to them. They will take care of your taxes. They will show you exactly what to pay attention to. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And
Got it.
think how powerful if you will have already a list of your joint venture partners, of your strategic partners, alliances, right? Let's say those are loyal businesses. Those are loyal experts and professionals that you're receiving a list of amazing clients. Let's say you have 10 of those, right? 10 of alliances or joint ventures. And just from one, you will get 2, 3, 4 more clients a month. Would
Yeah.
that make a difference for you?
Yeah, totally. Yes, for us especially. I think a lot of people don't work on their or with their
They
strategic
don't.
alliances, their centers of influence, and those are their the springboard to success in
Yes.
many cases. So I totally agree with that. I think it's very, very smart. So,
Yeah.
all right. So you've come out with some good ideas. What I'm going to ask the audience, either viewers or listeners out there, if there's anyone who wants to email and have their business kind of do a quick review of strategic alliances or potential strategic alliances, go ahead and email us. In the email, let's send it to Mona, Mona at vastsolutionsgroup.com. Again, Mona at vastsolutionsgroup.com. What we'll do is in the third segment, let's say in the next week's segment, what we'll do is we'll do a quick review. Confidentiality will be a key, by the way. But what we'll do is we'll do a review, see if we can add some value to a listener or viewer out there. So let's go back to the question. How does someone get a hold of you one last time?
All right. So I would love you guys to go visit me at acceleratedprofits.com. masters.com. Sign up right there for my free financial business training, and you can download my book about maximizing your profits. And right here and right there, schedule an appointment with me where we can just jump on a Zoom call, and see in 3 minutes or less how to double your profits.
Love
I
it.
love to see that. Come on, let's do this.
Love it, Asha. Thanks a lot, the Biz Queen. Once again, she's going to be here next week and the week after. She's going to be here. She's nice enough to be here for 4 different installments, providing value to the listeners and viewers out there. The Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. Once again, my name is Kenneth French. It's been a pleasure, and I'm excited for week 3. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you so much, Kenneth. Fantastic.